Hello, I am Sean Sands with Kerbal Space Program. It's Steffi. I mean, it's not, but might could be. Speaking of Stephanie and Bob Kerman, yeah, are they all related? No, I don't want to get into that. They are in space. We're going to warp to the next morning, and they can float around for a while out there. And our job, our mission, should we choose to accept it, and we definitely do, is to go rescue the Juno 4. The crew of the Juno 4. So we need to be able to gather their science, and we need a spacecraft that can hold them. And I think we'll go with the Mark II command pod, which is a 2-seater. We will... No, actually what we want is we want the probe first. Which of these is fancier? They seem the same. But this one's more expensive. So by design, it's fundamentally better, right? That's how that works. So we will attach this under here. We will, all right, do things in order. Kind of most important is probably the parachute. Nope, too big. One of these, a couple of drogue chutes, a couple of radials. That ought to be good. They can climb right in. Yeah. We will need a communicatron, so we can maintain communications throughout, which we'll put right here. Oh. We will need a power source. So actually, wait, did we get fuel cells? Yeah, let's use a couple of fuel cells. So one thing I am going to try and remember to do this time is to land closer to Kerbal Space Center so I can get the maximum amount of refund for things that did not break on the way down. We can use a bunch of photovoltaic panels, which we'll put them on the. Okay, so we need to. We'll come back to that. We need somewhere to put the science. So I think we'll actually put the science up here. And then the parachute on top of that. Boy, does that look dumb. But that's fine. It doesn't need to look smart. It only needs to work. So this is what will hold the crew. We should put a couple of lights on here too. So that we can see it. Yeah. We need a command set. Oh, too big, not small. Just right? Not just right. We'll do the big one then. More than we need. Is it more than we need? It probably is more than we need. So maybe we'll toss this right here. Not the small one. Advanced inline stabilizer. That'll be fine. Because I want to be able to do the thermal panel on the bottom here. Right like that. That just feels off to me. I want to make sure I don't block the door at all. So we'll have them a little off center. Actually, right here, they just need to be like this. Good. I mean, it's dumb looking, but functionally good? Maybe? Could be. So we store the science here. We put the Kerbals in here. We come into the atmosphere. We have a control sort of system here. We have a parachutes. So we can get down. This is all the things that we need to be sure and get down. Let's separate the drogue chutes into their own thing. So we... if need be, we have one a decoupler, 1.8. I'm starting to get it. Like the number is their size. These are 1.825, and these are 1.2 or something like that. All right, so that is our primary system. Now we do not have Oh, we can put some electrical panels right on here. Just like that. And technically we could do some 1x6s, 1x6s right onto here. Those are not the weird ones. These are the ones I want. Just like that. And then we have power. Okay, so that separates. So now we need a system to kind of connect up with everybody. At 1.8, yeah. That's a fuel tank. Hey, good job. I figured it out, guys. It's a fuel tank. And we'll put this right on there. And that is for us to kind of maneuver into place. And that's a ton of delta V. So all we need to do really now is get this into space. And this is going to be more than enough. And even we can use that to kind of circularize our orbit. So now we will use a 1.8 decoupler for that. Good. Put those together. And then we will toss some more of those bad boys onto there. Where's the new ones? They're too big, right? Those are the big ones. I mean, we could just go ahead and crank it up so we can use some of our new fancy Rockamax. Well, we'll use these. Our giant. We are going to want some RCS. Then let's put it down here. Like that. And we'll figure out where the RCS goes in a minute. And maybe one more. And then a big honking engine on the bottom. You know, the one, the mainsail. Oh, yeah. So that gives us a total of 5,624 delta V. That should just basically be enough, right? I mean, we'll put some boosters on there because if it's well engineered, then it can only be improved by over engineering. Just, you know, that's just where I live. That's my home. Over engineering. It's kind of my thing. Toss up. Nope. Try that again. Good. Let's toss a couple of Separatrons on there. Just like that. And maybe on the other side too. Just to make sure they go flying off in the right direction. There we go. All right. So those Separatrons need to fire. Nope. Together. They need to fire when those go off. And the boosters themselves should be down here. Like what does this thing think stage? I mean, it doesn't think, of course, right? I get it. Structural. Let's go ahead and toss some space duct tape on there. Oh. You know what? I don't actually like them there. Good. And good. Put some down at the bottom. Good. And we need some RCS. Let's go ahead and kind of lock it down a bit if we can. Right like that. Okay, like that's fine. I can live with that. We need wings. I like wings. We just use these fancy, ooh, Delta Deluxes. Ooh, you don't say. And then we actually will still do a, I really want, I'll worry about money soon. I promise I'll worry about money soon, but I like having to not worry about command and control. Let's toss some RCS on there. Like that. And some right up here too. Good. All right. I mean, that seems like a thing that's going to do the job nicely. We'll call this Rescue Ranger. Rescue Ranger. That's a dumb name. No crew. Excellent. No crew. What'd I forget? This goes into space. This helps it take off. Then they fly away. It turns using its reaction wheels and its wings. Then it detaches and you finish circularizing with this. You make your rendezvous with that and come home. You power everything up here. You communicate here. You have some lights. Fuel cells. Let's make sure fuel cells work the way I think they work. Do fuel cells work? Fuel and oxidizer. No, we just don't need those then. Let's just do regular batteries. Because I know regular batteries work, and a couple battery packs instead right there. There we go. So that's all recharged. Yeah, that seems like a thing that works. Launch. Detach. Go. Detach for re-entry, drogue chutes, everything else. All right, let's go get our crew. Well, let's see where they are. Are they coming around the planet? How long till they are? Let's check the tracking center. Probably want them to be close-ish. So where are we launching from? We're launching from way over here. They have a weird orbit. Kind of like them to be right here in this area. So why don't we dash ahead a bit, let them swing around. We might want to go around the planet at least once so we can get on an orbit with them. So come around and then do that. All right, I think I'm going to launch here, and I have a reason that's probably wrong that I think I'm going to do that. Go to Rescue Ranger on Launchpad. That's adorable. I don't know why I'm enjoying that so much. Turn on SAS. RCS, sure. Hey, you know what? Well, let's just see if we can get this baby off the ground. We didn't have any stabilizing stuff, so it was just kind of wobbling there, but I think we held on to it. Relatively speaking. All right. First stage going nicely. Keeping it soft on the liquid fuel and letting the solid rocket boosters do most of the work. Tip it a little bit. I guess this thing's fancy enough that I did forget to put the what do you call that thing? Kerbal Engineer on, but we're getting the readouts, so I guess the SAS stuff is fancy enough to give us that readout. It's gross. It's the only bummer with the solid rocket boosters. Alright, let's get turned over a bit here. Bring it down. Kind of lining it up a bit. I realize we're kind of balancing out on speed. Come on. Get over. Get back to 90. There we go. Crank it up a bit. There we go. I like that. Now we got there. And eventually. And let's do our thing. Lots of Delta V in this tank. And we can throttle up a bit. About halfway done with this stage. Apoapsis is approaching 40 kilometers up. Lots of fuel in the tank. Let it get a little higher up. And we'll begin to slide her over. $65, $66, $67. Yeah, we can bring her way over now. We'll kill it at 80,000. Right there's good. And we'll bring it up about here. We should be able to circularize. No, maybe not. It'll be close. I don't know. We still have 873 Delta V in the tank. But it'll be right there. Still a minute from our apoapse. I think I'll take it down to about 40 seconds or so. And we'll do a burn from here. Let's get closer then. And we should be able to circularize nicely, actually, with this last 300 or so. $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, and 82,000. As a nice circular orbit. Let's go ahead and deploy our solar panels here and here. Excuse me, I forgot how swallowing worked. All right, the reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to be able to get the node while we were at least reasonably close to the vessel itself. Do a little better. And that's about as good as we're going to get it. So we're 19 minutes from that. And then we'll have to... Boy, because where's our periapse? The unfortunate thing is that is right at the periapse of the vehicle. But that's okay. We can catch back up to it. We can warp there. And around we swing. There we are. That thing's already tearing off. And it'll need a 9-second burn. That'll use up the last of this tank. There we go. And we will go ahead and burn that right off. Detach. And we have 2,000 Delta V at our disposal to make this rendezvous. Where's the planet? There it is. We are burning down. Alright, that's going to be good enough. Okay, so here's what I want to do. We're right here at the right place. I want to add a maneuver that So we need to catch back up with it. Right? Two is 1813. Intersect 1 is... So when we come all the way back around, it'll still be way out there. 1260. How much can we close that by? 996. What's our ApoAbs? 862 versus 886. Can we get it any closer? Maybe not this first time around. 9, 8. Oop. Yeah, because it's going to be ahead. Let's see what happens. I want to get to that. And then we'll match it. We'll just go ahead and... That's only 340 delta V. So let's warp here. So it's going to be able to swing way out there. Maybe we let it swing back around. How long is it going to take it to get back to... We have that set as the target. Let's go ahead and push that out a bit. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do this whole burn. I'm going to get about halfway out and then actually swing back around to set up another node. That's good. I'm actually going to set up yeah. How do I get it so I arrive at the same time? All right, let's go over here. I want to see what happens. So it's going to fly past. So yeah, this is the problem. We actually need... Okay, I get it. We're ahead of it, so we need to slow down a little bit because we're moving too fast. We're keeping ahead of this thing. All right, so we need to kind of get we need to get outside of its... Here we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's what we want. All right. We want to swing outside of it and let it slow down. Warp to next maneuver. 1700 delta V. We're only going to spend 200 here, and then we'll probably have to slow way down relative to the target, but this works. So we push out, let it catch up to us. Excellent. I got it. I figured it out. You guys have figured it out. This is good news. I was not 100% sure I was going to figure it out. I went too far. Excellent. So we need to go all the way around a couple of times. Let's turn SAS off and we will just spin freely because we are good on electric charge. Everything's good. All right, so around once. Actually, are we going to catch it right here too? Yeah. So we only need to go around once. Nice. Okay. Good. And we want position to target. And then we will burn off once we get here, 3.2 meters or kilometers. Turn SAS back on, turn RCS on. We don't have any RCS anymore, do we? Oh, it's dark over here. So let's get to this. So 2 minutes out. Need to burn off 134 delta V. We should be able to do that in about 30 seconds. All right. Get closer, 76 delta V. Relative speeds. All right, kill it. Perfect. Okay. Now we just need to dial into the target itself. And there they are, the crew of the Juno 4. 1300 delta V in the tank. Everything looking good. Burn up to about 30 meters per second relative to the craft. Do a quick save. Let it zip in a bit. Excellent. Now we're going to burn retrograde to the craft. It seems to be kind of zipping past us, so I think we'll burn this off and realign. 3, 2, 1, mark. That's good enough for me. And let's burn it to the craft again. Right about there. Get it to about 10 meters per second, and we'll kill it there. Swing around retrograde. Man, I love maneuvering small, lithe, easily maintained ships. It's just a whole kind of special. Good, good, good. $170 meters. 100 meters. 80. And we are in a stationary orbit, or not orbit. We are at rendezvous with the Juno 4. That's beautiful. Look at that. Look at what we did. You guys, we're pretty good at this. We're not pretty good at this game, but this is a nice moment. Absolutely parked it right next to that baby. Let's go get our kids. Stephanie, you have the honors of... oh, you popped out and that made you get stuff. So I want you to take data. Good job. I want you to let go. And I want you to do some RCS thrustering. For just a moment where you're parked really nicely. Turn on your lights. And nice. Nice and smooth. Can we put that storage in here, please? Store experiments. Excellent. Is it full? All right, can you take... Well, take what you can. And you gotta go get inside here so we can go rescue what's-his-face. Board. Yep. Oh well. Bob, let's go. EVA. And disengage. Got away from us a little bit, and we're all right. Grab and board. We've recovered our crew. All right. Now, one thing I do want to see is let's focus on this for a second. I want to pull it out to its max apps, 84,000, and we still have no Delta V. Oh, well. We're going to have to at some point figure out a way to knock this back in the atmosphere. I don't like having it just space debris out there, but it doesn't matter. In the meantime, we are already well past our periaps, so I think we'll warp all the way around. And then we will burn back into the atmosphere here. Do a quick save. Actually, no, we need to be at our, what am I doing? And at our apps. That's where we want to burn back into the atmosphere. It's not how space works. I know better than that. Come on. We were doing so well, too. And burn retrograde. Take it down to about where is our periaps? Yeah, there it is. I want to get it down to about 43,000. Got so much Delta V. All right, wait. How close will that put us to home? Not very. So let's do that, and then we'll come in, and that shouldn't bring us all the way down. So that by the time we get here, okay, the idea is slow down a bit, but we're not actually going to land this time. I want to let Kerbal Space Center kind of swing around a bit. Yeah, so let's... Actually, no, that'll be fine. This actually will be fine. So we're going to... All right. I'm trying to do the thing where we come in relatively close to Kerbal Space Center. So we are in the atmosphere now? Yeah. So can we slow down so that we... How far are we from our periaps? 40 seconds. 20 seconds. All right, we're going to burn and see if we can get... Lots of Delta V. I want to make sure we get into the atmosphere and we stay there. All right, now I actually want to do, I want to try and burn, do north? Kind of up, right? See if we can... Is that changing our orbit closer to Kerbal Space Center? Seems to be. We'll have to burn retrograde some more, probably. Sounds like we are getting heat effects. Not really. We're still only 62,000. That's probably pretty good. But that's better. That's even more better. Right now I want to burn retrograde again. Not going to be perfect by any means. I mean, not even close to perfect. Yeah, but we are coming in for sure. We have an intercept with the planet. Definitely not getting any heat effects. And cut it. All right. So let's do a quick save. Do some speed up here. And we'll burn again basically as we're coming in over KSC. Where's KSC? I think it's over here. I think this is it, right? Yeah, it's somewhere over here on the coast. Those are the mountains. That's probably it right over there, I'm guessing. And we're going to burn the last of our fuel here in a second. Yeah, there it is. Go ahead and burn that last bit off. We'll probably land out there by the islands, a little past them. Okay. Nice. So we're cruising over it. Picking up some speed. No, losing speed. Not picking up speed. And we'll still be pretty far out there in the ocean. Well, we'll do better next time. I had a weird orbit for it. Like, I had to have a really eccentric orbit, and I didn't think about it soon enough, and I didn't do it in the most efficient way, so we could have improved that. And we are ready to detach if we feel like we need to. Oh, hey, you know what I forgot? Forgot all about you guys. That one's broken. Are they both? I assume they're both broken. Yeah. Well, sorry, you guys. Goodbye, KSC. Tried. "25 kilometers up and slowing down nicely. Don't seem to be encountering any problems as far as heat. Come on. You can hold it. Nope. You can hold it. You can do this. Got to keep slowing down. Does not want to turn that way. That's all right. We can actually detach the drogue chutes. And then we can actually detach, or not detach, but activate the main chutes here very soon. Quick save. Turn off SAS. Let her fly free. Stephanie and Bob returning from a long visit to Minmus. You. That's dizzying. I should probably pay attention to what I'm doing here. 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. Nice job, drogue shoots. You did it. And we'll deploy those second shoots here around the 800 mark. 500. 700, 600, 500 deploy. Very good. And we are probably going to knock the bell off of our... maybe not. Might survive. But we are definitely getting our crew home from their long journey to Minmus. 30 meters, coming in at 7.5 meters per second. Yep, we lost a little bit of stuff. Not too bad. Oh, that's okay. And that's it. Stephanie and Bob are home. Recover the vessel. See how much of that science we actually did recover. I don't know why I lost some of it. That's interesting. 360. We picked up 236.9 science. Overall, they probably gathered nearly 1,000 science. I'm glad we're not just kind of sitting out there farming that science permanently. This feels like the right thing to do. We covered. How much did we cover? How much better was that? 93% of value. Okay, so arguably get a lot of money back. Yeah. Okay. I forget who said it, but thank you. That was a good suggestion. Probably would have been better if I hadn't blown the solar panels off. But you know, sometimes it goes great and sometimes it doesn't. Which of these things do I want to pick up next? Should I just pick up the last of this row and then just it's all about this? I think that is what I'll do. A couple things I want to do next. So what's up next, right? I need to make some more money because I want to upgrade my science area. Probably will. I don't know if I'll record this or not. I probably will land a Mooner science lab because we haven't done that yet. We have the one in space. But I haven't done the Mooner one, and I'm not going to send Stephanie and Bob back out. They've done their duty. But yeah, I mean, we still should gather the science. Like, it feels like it's legitimate to do that. So let's grab the advanced landing tech, and we've finished off all this. We still want to finish off all this, and obviously all these, and these are like 1,000 each. So yeah, I think that is the next goal. I'm gonna earn some money, and I don't know. I might do a episode or two of just earning money. Just to do some different stuff compared to what we've been doing. I will do the Mooner base on my own. And then I think we actually want to send a manned mission to Duna. Maybe do a flyby of Eve. Those seem like the obvious next steps. And certainly if we've got a lot of science to generate, do that. Maybe we actually send two. Maybe we send a mission to Duna, but attached to it is a probe lander to actually land on Duna. I'm not sending Kerbals down there. I never want to feel like I can't get my Kerbals back. Yeah, maybe that's the big one. 2 or 3 episodes out. Anyway, that's stuff we'll do. That's the plan. Until then, as always, my name is Sean Sands. Thank you for joining me for Kerbal Space Program. Hope you're enjoying it. Please let me know. You know, this is. I want to keep doing this as long as people are enjoying it and watching it. But, you know, I always feel like, I don't know how you guys feel. I always will start watching a YouTube series, and I'm like, hey, that was 15 episodes. Oh, there's 130 of them. I'm good. Gonna bounce, is the thing I say when I'm watching YouTube. But yeah, drop me a line. Let me know. You know, I always hate to ask. Leave a like, leave a thumbs up, leave, you know, your social validation that I am a human with emotions and whatever. Going to bed. I'm tired. All right. As always, my name is Sean Sands from Gamers with Jobs. Thank you for joining me for Kerbal Space Program. We will see you again real soon. What an idiot.